welcome to SimCity Offline and Unleashed, the Academy build. And look where we are, guys. We're back in verdant jungle. Look, there's Tamarind Island. Oh, and it's it's a clean sheet of paper. Now there's so much to do, so much to do. I was just playing around in R&D, and it just clicked. Like the ideas that I've been kind of waiting to percolate in my strange brain clicked, and we're going to be getting on with the Academy enclave over here in this area. But we're going to be doing like a ton of stuff. I've got plans for like a massive docks in an industrial area over here using 2 plots. I'm going to be rebuilding the Academy capital on Tamarind Island, but I will be doing a few things different, and when I'm doing things that are different to the original build, I'll be showing you those. But we're going to be getting straight on with this, guys. So you can see I've already started. I've already like trying to get a jump on this, and I'm going to actually kick this off while I talk. I'm going to try and build more, talk less. We'll see how successful that is. Right, so what I'm doing in this plot, and we're in Osprey here, is I've thrown in a whole bunch of high-density, low-wealth buildings, right, over here. And what I'm trying to do is get the unlocks, because this is in normal mode. This is not in sandbox. This is in normal mode. I have given myself a bunch of startup cash using Alt-W. But what I'm trying to do now is get the unlocks for the town hall. So what I want is I want these buildings to build, and that'll give me population. Then I can put the town hall in and get all of the town hall unlocks for the rest of the, because then we've got the town hall with all the stuff in it for the rest of the region. That'll be beautiful. I'm also going to put power, water, sewage in here. So this is going to act as a utility city. But also, because we've got the population, and I'm just going to stop it there, and I'll explain why. Not only is this going to be supplying us with power and water and sewage, it's also going to be supplying us with workers and shoppers, right? So this is going to be kind of like a mini arcology. And this is what's great about using RCI Plop, that you can put these buildings in, right, let them build, then just get the hell out of this city, and just leave it as it is. And you've kind of got a little mini arcology here. So that's very cool. Now, the reason I've stopped it is because now we've got some workers. Have any of them gone to work at these? No, not yet. Right, we need working power. As soon as we've got working power, then I can put in a town hall. We can't put it in yet. So as soon as these, there we go. Right, now we've got working power, we've got working water. I put in a little water tower there. So this thing should be approved. Why aren't you approved? Look, it's got 3 ticks in it. Why aren't you approved? Great, the problem's just, there you go. Right, now. Right, let's get this puppy banged in then. And where are we going to put it? I'm just going to put it there. Am I going to put it there? Actually, no, I'm not. Because I won't be able to put all the upgrades in. Dull. It's a great start, isn't it, guys? Right, let's... Right, it's gone. Good. Go away. Have you gone away yet? Yes. Right, so let's put that in there. That's better. Right, now, we'll put in the upgrade. Let's do the first upgrade. Thank you. And then we'll put in the utilities, right? Because I want to put the water and sewage in, because I want to keep these people, like not really happy, but just like happy enough that the buildings don't start abandoning. So let's pop that in now. Right. Now we've already got power. We need some water and some sewage. So let's have a look. Where am I going to put the water and the sewage? Oh, loads of nice water over here. Cool. Mind you, it doesn't matter, because we'll put the water next to the sewage plants, and therefore we get infinite water, so it kind of doesn't matter. But where am I going to put? Like, I guess I could put the sewage plant kind of like there-ish. Yeah. So what we'll do, we'll put the water there. Now, I want to check this out, because I realised when I put the power in, that because we've got all these new mods, and I'm using the latest Skye pack, which is 3.1 currently. If you haven't got Skye pack, go get it. So look at all these. We've got 12 of these power units on each of these oil-fired power stations. Oh, and I've just remembered that I forgot to tick the global deliveries. I always forget that. There we go. Right, so these things are producing a huge amount of power. Look at this, look at this, 6,500 megawatts from 2 power stations. So yeah, that should keep the region going. I mean, that's the equivalent, like 12, so that's 3. That's the equivalent of like 6 fully loaded power stations. So that's a decent amount of power. And I wanted to see, and yes, the water's the same. So we can put like a load of these in. Now, the only problem with this is that I need to kind of stay within the circle that's going to be generated by the sewage to get the infinite water. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put like, I'll put 4 on each side, right? And then I'll just bang a bunch more in. Boom, 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 boom. And how many is that? That's like 17. You normally get, what, 6? So that's the equivalent of 3. Oh man, that's loads. That'll do for now. We'll do the same with throwing some sewage in. God, I love these mods. I really do. They just make life so much easier when you're setting things like this up. Right, let's bang, what, 6 on that side. How many of these can we have? What's that, like 20? Oh my god, loads of the bloomin' things. Right, so let's bang, I don't know what, like 4 on each side, same as the water. Yeah, and then I don't know, how many's that? That's like 18. What's it, like 28 we can put in? My god, crazy. Right, yeah, I think that's enough sewage for, at least for now. I might put like another water and another sewage, like just over here, but I could do that later. Right, now that's done, we can just crank this up, let these guys like grow, and you know what? Let's let those grow, and we'll come back to it. Okay, so the last few are just dropping in, and we've got a population, look at this, like almost 600,000. Yeah, pretty much bang on 600,000. Let's just pause that for a second. So, like, bang, instantly. That took like about a minute. That was sweet. Right, so now we can come down here. We can just do these upgrades. Boom, boom, boom. Upgrading a bit more. Right, fully upgraded. Look at that. Fully upgraded. And that took, like, to set this whole thing up probably took, maybe 10 minutes. Right, let's bang these in then. So, what I'm going to put in, Department of Transportation, oh, hell yeah, I want one of those. Department of Tourism, hell, definitely want one of those. And Department of Safety, oh yeah, mama. Department of Finance, no. Right, now, a lot of people go for the Department of Finance because you can fine tune the taxes, you know, do the 10, 11, 12 for the low, medium, and rich. But for me, it's too many buttons to click. I like just being able to like click on one set of buttons rather than 3 sets of buttons. So I'm not gonna use that. But I am going to put in the Department of Education for sure. Where am I going to put it? I wish you could put it somewhere like cool. You know what? I'm going to put it in front. I'm going to put it there. Right, so there we go. We've now got in our region a fully upgraded town hall. Nice start. We've got a ton of power. Let's just jump out to the region. We've got a ton of power. We've got a ton of water, a ton of sewage. Right, so now we're going to jump over to Toucan Valley, where we're going to start work on the Academy Enclave. All right, here we are. Oh, look, we've unlocked the arcology. How nice. Right, now, the first thing that I want to do, and it's kind of a shame that I don't have the original map borders, but one thing, oh guys, one thing, I've had loads of people commenting on the site saying that it either RCI plop, right? They'll say, right, I can plop the low density buildings, but I can't plop the medium density and the high density buildings, right? The reason for that, guys, is because you've started a region, you've claimed a plot, but you haven't saved it, exited SimCity and gone back in. You need to do that for things like RCI plop, for the bigger maps, for those to work. So when you start a new region, claim the first plot, save the game, exit the game, go back in, and then everything will work perfectly. Right. What do we need to do with this? Okay, the first thing I need to do is identify the corners of the map. Right, then I'm going to draw an X and find the midpoint. So let's get on with that. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use regular streets, because regular streets won't go beyond the edge of the map, right? So that's how I'm going to find my map edges. Now I know roughly where it is, because it's roughly like here and here. Now, actually, you know what? Will it give me the borders on the edge? It's not showing me the edge borders, and it kind of should. That's kind of annoying. Right, you know what? Let's just do this. So let's zoom in a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Right, I'm going to hold down the Shift key just so I get straight roads. Right, so that's the edge of the original map border there, and that is the edge there. Right, so now I know that is the corner. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to mark in this corner. Oh, stop it. I'm going to just mark in this corner. Don't need these two roads. Right, and I'm going to do the same in the other two corners, which I'll do and come back to you. Okay, so there we go. I've marked in the four corners. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of this this highway, because we don't want that. Right, cool. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pop in a couple of diagonal roads. So I'm going to go from this corner over to this corner, and do the same from that corner to that corner. Right, that gives me my my center point, and it gives us the four corners. So what I'm going to do, and there's oh guys, there's a whole backstory. When I started playing around with this in R&D, I because you know how your mind wanders. I suddenly started thinking about this backstory about 4 factions within the academy, right? And that's what this whole enclave is about. To the rest of the world, you know, they're the academy, okay? They're just one unified group. But oh no, behind the scenes, they are in fact splintered into 4 factions. We'll talk about that as we go through. Right, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to leave my center point in, kind of just for a moment. I don't even know if I'm going to use it, but I'm going to leave it in for now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go out 1, and then I'm going to go 1. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'm 15 out. So I've left 1 and then deleted 14. And then what I'm going to do, right, and I sound like I know what I'm doing at the moment, don't I? Yeah, because I do. Because this bit, I've had a little bit of a play around in R&D, so I actually know what I'm doing. Right, so makes a change, doesn't it? Hold down the Shift key, right, and I'm going to draw a circle up here, and I want it to be as close as I can get it to 14,000. Come on, will you? Yeah, that's just a shade under. I probably that might do. 1432. Yeah, that'll do. That's close enough. Now, I got to say, that's not the most perfect circle. You can see here there are some imperfections on the circle. And when you're doing circles, if you just like move it around a bit, sometimes you can find a number that will give you a more perfect circle. There are some numbers that will give you perfect circles. But I don't mind. I don't mind that. Not for this. That's fine. Right. So the next thing I need to do is is do the other three. So let me get on and do that. So now we've got our 4 circles, and 4 circles, 4 factions within the enclave. Can you see where I'm heading with this yet? Oh man. Oh, you know what? As much as I do bitch and moan about SimCity sometimes, when I get an idea and I start building, God, I love this game. Right. Okay. Next bit. Right. Because like just 4 planes, because anybody that was watching the live stream when I was actually doing some R&D with this, and I was putting like different size circles around, and I was that's like there was just something with that idea that wasn't just working for me. So I had another play around, like I said, in R&D, and suddenly it kind of came together, and I was like, yeah, that's what I want. Right now, let me put my guides back on, because what I want to use these guidelines here, these 2, this one and this one. Now, come on, snap to that. Thank you. Right. Again, holding down the shift key, I'm going to go across so that I want the road on this point here, right, on this line. So let's bring it into there. Cool. Right, and I'm going to do the same on the other ones. So come on, give me my guidelines, snap to that one, take it across to this one, get the road in the center, close enough, that'll do. Right, because this is just going to create like a little bit of a more interesting shape. Like, I like the idea of the plane circles, but yeah, I think this is just going to be kind of just a little bit more interesting. And yeah, this is definitely gonna evolve a bit, because I started playing around in R&D, and I got these shapes, and then I was like, oh my god, I want to go build it. And then I started playing around with the buildings, and I kind of might show you what I did actually. And right, so we're just going to trim out these center bits. Right, so these are the shapes that we're going to have for like the 4. Is that a? I thought that wasn't a circle. This camera makes circles look a bit funny sometimes. Yeah, so these 4 are going to be the 4 enclaves, and I do like this shape. I do like a bit of a geometric shape. But they're not going to look the same. Even though like they're shaped the same, they're not going to look the same. And they're not going to be connected with surface roads. Okay, so they're going to be connected by tunnels. So, you'll have these and you'll have the buildings and whatever. And each one of these is going to have a different style. And that's why I was playing around. I'll tell you what I did. Basically, I just threw all the buildings in. Just went to RCI plop, went to the high density, high wealth, right? Just plopped one of each of these buildings, and there's like 2 menus full of these. Plopped them all along here, futurized them, and then I was looking at the buildings and going, now, which is going to be which? Right, let me tell you about the factions, shall I? Shall I tell you about that? Yeah, why not? We're going to have 4 factions. One is going to be the military and administration faction, and I guess as we go along, I'll show you the styles of building. Their buildings are going to be quite angular, right? And then we're going to have the eco, which the eco guys will probably be over here, I think. I think that's where I'm going to put them. And the eco guys, their buildings are going to be very round, very green. You know, the kind of things with trees growing on top and all that. You know the style of buildings that I mean. Right, and then over here, I think it's going to be the Commerce Guild. They're see these guys, the admin and the military, they're responsible for kind of running the government, right? Then the eco guys, they're the guys that look after, you know, saving the planet, because that's a big deal for the academy. And then you've got the commerce guys who are responsible in making sure that the academy actually makes a profit and they can actually afford to save the planet. And then we've got another faction over here that I've completely forgotten what it was. What's the other faction? Oh my god, I can't remember. It'll come back to me, don't worry. Alrighty, so yeah, so they're all going to have a different style of building. So these are going to be very angular for the administration guys, and it's going to be the same if you know Tamarin Island. It's going to be those angular buildings, and then the commerce buildings are going to be some of the buildings that I used in Utopia Oasis, because I thought, well, yeah, because they would have been running Utopia Oasis, you know, handling all the gambling and all that kind of stuff. That, you know, anything finance, anything money making. Now, by the way, but of course, you know, this gives these guys a bit more sympathy with the Omega Co, right? So there's all kinds of potential for shady dealings with these guys. So yeah, there's going to be some of that going on, and then we've got the tree hugging eco guys over here, and I told you about the buildings they're going to have. I've got to try and remember which faction this is now. I've completely forgotten. Alrighty. Okay, so I guess what we need to do now is probably start hooking up the roads. And what I thought we'd do some tunnel roads, but I'm seriously thinking about banging in some mega towers and having some skyways connecting these as well. What do you think about that idea? Well, you know what to do. Drop me a comment.